Hey guys, what's up? Just making a quick video. I'm here in New York City. I should be back sometime Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that. Anyway, I just wanted to make this video. I didn't get a chance to publicly, congratulate both of my fighters for an amazing fight. So to David Peligroso, of course, phenomenal job. I'll get back to that in a second. And of course, my main man, Xavier, he came at Tiburon, took care of business. So super proud of him. Literally, they both did exactly what we trained for. I'm super proud. They should be proud of themselves. And it brings me back to David real quick. So of course, I'm proud of both of them, and I always tell all my fighters, including my own son, I really don't care about the wins and the losses and all that stuff. What I care about is that you go in there and you take care of business, and that you do exactly what we trained to do. And I will say they did that. Indeed, they did that, and I'm proud of them. Now, with regards to David's fight, I don't like to look at things subjectively. I know, we can let our emotions get the better of us. But I looked at that video over and over and over. I looked at it alone. I looked at it with a few people, and I looked at it objectively. To be honest with you, I looked at it objectively. I don't take anything away from the other fighter. I never do. So they work just as hard to train to get in there. Now, my gripe is that after receiving from everybody different videos, from different shots, from different points and vantage points of the fight with David and his opponent, I literally, and I'm saying this, with all due respect, but I literally cannot find any reason to know how he did not win that fight. He was the aggressor. He was pushing and pushing and pushing. I mean, for me, just as a fighter, so let's just say in the street, you have this guy here and you have this guy here. And this guy is walking you back, okay? Just that alone says to me who's dictating the fight, who's driving the fight. Every time the guy got hit and balled up and did one of these, and or immediately shot, again, shows me, obviously, it's not a fighter. He's an MMA fighter. Now, I'm gonna say this, and this is gonna definitely ruffle some feathers, and it's definitely gonna hurt some people, and I definitely don't mean to do that. But this is, I think, where the system is kind of flawed with regards to the game. I mean, I'm 51 years old. I believe that if I sat on somebody for 3 rounds and did nothing, and now mind you, even more so, I should be held accountable if I had a belt of a higher caliber. So not a white belt, not even a blue belt. Let's say I'm a purple belt and above. I should be held accountable that when I'm on the ground as a purple belt fighting someone who doesn't have a belt, that there should be something in the game we'll call of MMA that says, okay, listen, you should be held at a higher accountability because you're so and so ranking in your whatever art that you're in. So I see David pushing the fight. I see strikes landing. Even David being on the ground, which in the MMA world, he wouldn't be called a ground person, but we're just fighters. So it doesn't matter if we're on the ground or if we're standing up or if we're floating in the air. Fighters are fighters. And so one of the main reasons that I'm proud of David, but I'm disappointed in the outcome. Like I said, it doesn't matter win, lose, or draw. However, in this particular case, I mean, he clearly dominated the fight. And if the mixed martial arts world, the game of mixed martial arts, is going to accredit someone with a higher ranking with regards to belts and in this whole game of mixed martial arts, with just sitting on somebody and not being able to pull off anything. No locks, no tap outs, nothing really of any severity at all, especially being at that rank. I believe that that is deplorable. I think it's sickening, and I think it really does the fighting or the fighting mixed martial arts game disservice. So again, I'm disappointed, but I'm not surprised, but I am disappointed. I can definitely understand that, as far as the hype and the promotion of it and, the game, again, the game of mixed martial arts, which is quite different than being a fighter. Again, I don't take anything away from anybody, but, there are people who learn the game, who get very good at the game. You get your accolades, you get your time in there, and nothing is taken away with that. And then you have fighters who are just natural born fighters, people who are tough, people who are rugged, people who are going in to get down and dirty and take care of business. And these are the type of guys that I breed, at least in my gym. And of course, all of the skill sets and all of the techniques are in there, and obviously it's always displayed in when my fighters fight. But that grit, that real DNA of who you are as a fighter, that's what we have at our gym. But as far as the sport itself, the sport of MMA, I don't know. I feel like there's some things that still need to kind of be worked out. I know that there's always, politics, bureaucracy, and a lot of other fluffy stuff that has to happen. And again, I'm not naive about that. But the fact that a person can essentially not do much, not hurt, not inflict any damage, can have a high-ranking belt in the mixed martial arts world of fighting, and then not be able to produce anything on the ground where they're supposed to be comfortable. And then, when they're on their feet and, when they are striking and get hit and bombarded and to just ball up, I don't know. That to me just doesn't look like someone that wins fights. But again, this is my opinion, although it is the opinion of many others as well. We definitely don't want to come across as sore losers. At the end of the day, we know for a fact that David won that fight if it were a fight, and I'm super proud of him. I kind of wanted to just, at 51 years old, go into the cage, and if it was going to be that simple for me to win fights, I can most certainly hug and sit on top of people for 3 minutes a round for sure. I think I have that cardio at my age. But nonetheless, that's my stance on this. That's what I feel. And huge props to both my fighters, actually all of my fighters who always go in, and it's always a dogfight. And the beauty at the end of this, in summation, is that, hearing the commentary from the commentators on the fight, they said something right off the bat when my first fighter came on, Xavier. Wing Chun science brings it. Everybody knows it. We come with the squad. We come united. We come together. As a coach, I don't even look at it as a job. I look at it with much more pure eyes. Every one of my fighters that's gonna go into a cage, we take special care individually to make sure that the fighter uses his or her in the future, uses his basic knowledge of what they come with, the things that they have a natural proclivity, a natural tendency, a natural drawing to what they like to do the best. And then we tailor everything around that so that they're always comfortable and flowing. And as you can see, Xavier and David were super duper comfortable. So let's see what happens, man. There's got to be some sort of modifications to determine, how a fight is actually viewed. And the operative word here is fight. how it's actually viewed, so that in all fairness, the benefit goes to the one who came in to actually do that thing called fighting. And then aside from that, it doesn't hurt that you come in with a brand, and that you come in with a team that has accolades and all that other good stuff. But in the fight game, I'm gonna stick to the fact that all that is cool, but I think the fighter who comes in to fight, that's the guy that I'm gonna always put my money on. All right, guys, so I'm looking forward to seeing you again. I should be headed back to Tampa sometime this week. Right now, as you can see behind me, I'm in New York City, my birthplace, my stomping grounds, trying to take care of some business and head back to the team. All right, peace.